Good soldiers follow orders.
Welcome everyone for another episode of the Baddest Batch podcast. This is Thibaut with Clint and TV. How are you, gentlemen?
Good.
You look cold, Tibby.
I'm a little bit cold.
It is cold.
It
is cold.
Not sure where you're watching from, guys, but here in Australia, well, in the Sydney area, it's cold. Again, we understand there's places in the world where it's much colder, but for us, especially for me, who's lived in warm places for most of my life, this is freezing.
You know where it's not cold?
In
Viva Las Vegas. Is that what
Viva
you're
Las
going to say?
Vegas. That's exactly 40 degrees.
oh god,
I am not
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
That's a dry heat, but it's a desert.
it is dry. Well, Vegas is tricky because it's very dry outside, but you don't spend a lot of time outside. You're in casinos, you're in hotels, you're in convention centers, so there's a lot of air conditioning, and then with dry heat, it's very very tough. Yeah.
The bouncing in and out, I
Mhm.
hate that. It tends to be what gets me. Like if I get
Yeah.
sick when I'm traveling, it's usually just bouncing in those different differences in temperature. I hate that.
How does
Um,
Vegas not have an underground tunnel system like interlinking like all the casinos and hotels?
I think some of them are linked. I think, if I remember from what I went a couple times, I think some of them are, but I could be wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a weather and tourism podcast, contrary to what you might think. This is indeed your favorite Star Wars Unlimited shit-talking episode. Today, we're going to start by talking a little bit about world preparation. The Galactic Championship are right around the corner. Now, not all of us will be attending. Clint will be going. TV and I will be on the sideline. We'll be staying back home, mainly because I had my honeymoon trip recently, and that FFG doesn't pay me to attend, unfortunately. So I will be staying home. But Clint is going, as well as some other members of the Baddest Batch competitive team, James and Scott, I believe that's all, right? Just the three of you?
Mhm.
Yeah. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we've been preparing, I guess, as a team, how Clint has, what approach he's been taking, and myself and TV, I guess, as team members, how we've helped them prepare for that. So Clint, tell me a little bit, how ready do you feel right now for Galactic Championship, which is next week?
Very, very unprepared.
Okay. So, and I can tell you, he might feel underprepared, but it's not for lack of trying to prepare. I will say that, because he has been grinding for the last 3 weeks. Obviously, we've been playing the game steadily since for a year now, but for the last 3 weeks, he's been grinding, trying to get a deck right, trying a bunch of different stuff to see what feels right and what fits in the current meta. Where do you sit right now?
Go on. Say it out loud.
We've probably come full circle.
We've probably.
Probably
so
come. Hey, look, we're
Probably?
still 5 days out.
Yeah.
So
And he will still take the plane with 4 decks.
we're
The
still,
circle is now complete.
we're still 5 days out. It's tough.
It is.
Everyone is having the same problem at the moment. I've been playing lots of different decks. I've been winning a lot with them, and then I'll lose a lot with them, and then I'm back at square one.
Yeah. It's tough because the meta is so open at the moment, right? Blake, another member of our competitive team, and myself, we've been talking about it. The meta is so wide open. It's hard to pick. I don't think the game is at a stage now where you can pick one deck that beats most, right? There's so many different archetypes, and even in the archetypes, like you look at aggro, for example. We'll talk about the meta a little bit afterwards, but you look at the aggro style, for example, a Sabine and a Vader 4, they're both aggro decks, but they're very different. And so it's hard now to build a deck that kind of counters everything. So obviously you can say, well, I'm going to take the best deck and force them to counter me. But there's so many people deck taking against the best decks at the moment. So maybe taking a sleeper is an option. Yeah, it's super open right now. Super tough. A lot of good leaders, a lot of good decks.
I don't think I necessarily agree that it's super duper open. I think there's clearly a best deck at the moment with a huge target on its back,
Yep.
which is Han 2 Blue.
Yep.
Or to some degree Hantu Green as well,
Mm-hmm.
or just the combination of Force Throw and Ki Adamundi.
Mm.
That's the deck to beat at the moment.
Okay.
You still have all your other powerhouses, but they're just that step below Hantu at the moment. And getting any other deck that sits around it is now just a coin flip versus Hantu, with Hantu probably still having a few points in its favor.
Yeah. We'll give our opinion on the meta a little bit afterwards, but at the moment, so you've been practicing a lot of Obi-Wan Blue, right? I know that because I've helped you practice that a lot. Now, from what I saw in the competitive team chat today, a lot of Sabine has been played today and yesterday.
Spoiler alert, Obi-Wan Blue is not it.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
It is not it.
So if you haven't seen Obi-Wan Blue in action, Clint and I go at it for 5 games on our YouTube channel. Really, really good matches. It's Obi Blue against Hantu Blue. So really 2 meta decks. I feel good about calling Obi Blue a meta deck. Really, really interesting games. So you're off Obi at the moment.
I think the problem with Obi is it just gets rinsed by blue-green villain.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of that.
And there's going to be a lot of blue-green villain. So the meta at the moment is, the best way I can describe it is, in your sets 1 to 3, you're like paper, scissors, rock. Now the meta is paper, scissors, rock, lizard, Spock. And the way that I feel like that we have to approach the meta at the moment is to take the deck that beats the deck that is beating the deck.
Yeah.
Which the deck is Han. The deck that beats Han is probably blue-green control. And what beats blue-green control? Aggro.
Yeah. In theory.
So, in theory, yeah. So that's where I've kind of come full circle and landed back on Sabine and tried to split the deck a little bit more between both arenas, so it's just not heavy in one arena as well.
So obviously, like we were talking about, with what the meta share is at the moment, you have a lot of different archetypes, and I think sharing the arena is a good way to either dodge or match what's presenting to you. You take something like Hantu Blue, it's very ground heavy. It has some space units, I mean the version that I play, but it's very ground heavy. If you go space, it doesn't have a lot of interaction. And having a bit of ground gives you the opportunity to interact with it as well. You take a Vader, the Vader 4 or the Lukes, they play very space heavy, so you need to have something to counter that because they get out of hand like that. So yeah, you need a little bit of everything. You need to be able to lane dodge as well. So I think the version that you have at the moment is very, very interesting. But it's interesting how Sabine has kind of fallen like out of favor a little bit. You look at all the big channels and all the big content creators, or even the pure Sabine players that we have on our team are just looking at playing something else at the moment. And like yourself, James, just considering other stuff while Sabine still feels really good, right?
So I don't think it's that Sabine's gotten worse. I think it's just Sabine doesn't get the free wins that she used to now, and Han's taken that spot of the deck that gets the free wins. Sabine is still good, but someone's knocked her off her throne.
Yeah.
As just that deck that... So the way that I heard someone describe it best was Sabine was the deck that gave you questions, and if you didn't have the answers, you just get steamrolled.
Yes.
Han is now that deck. Because Han has all the questions and the answers.
He's good.
And that's what makes Han very, very strong at the moment.
Yeah. Speaking of Sabine, we'll touch up on James's preparation a little bit. So James, aka Metaslave, played a lot of Sabine over the last few months. And when I say a lot of Sabine, that's a lot of Sabine.
Probably played more Sabine than I did.
He probably played more Sabine than Luke. Goddamn.
Yeah.
He went to almost all the PQs last set, to be honest. He traveled all over the country to do a lot of PQs. trying to qualify for day 2 or at least get a day 1 bye. Made a few top 4s. Don't know if he made a final, but didn't get that bye. But he's been preparing for Galactic Championships pretty intensely. Like he's been doing things well, but he's been struggling. He's been like, he doesn't feel like Sabine is where he'd like her to be. He's been trying a lot of different decks. Not a lot feels good at the moment from my conversations with him. But he's trying, he's grinding. What do you guys think he's taking? It's tough.
My personal opinion.
Yeah,
I think you should take Sabine.
I think so too. I think he's played too much Sabine. He's got too many reps, and he's
I
a
agree.
really good Sabine player.
And this is the reason why I'm leaning back into Sabine. Is it's better to play something you know than to just go, oh, I'm going to try and pick the thing that counters the thing. My line of thought is just play the thing you know, and James knows Sabine, and I think he should probably lean into that rather than just picking up Han 2 and then he's going to have to go play all these mirrors that he probably doesn't super know the lines into, and someone who is better with Han will get the edge on him.
I watched a couple of games between him and Scott today. Moody was on as well. He was on, so James was on Han 2 Blue, and Scott was on his Thrawn Data Vault. So James won the 2 that I saw into Han Data Vault, into Thrawn Data Vault. Which it didn't surprise me because I don't think that Thrawn Data Vault is it.
Yeah,
I think it's cool, but if I'm going blue, green, black, it's not with Thrawn.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably going Kylo
or Kira.
Or Kira. Kira's not my style, so I probably wouldn't. But like I'd probably go Gar Saxon ECL if I was to go blue, green, black before I went to Thrawn. And you know me, I fucking love that Thrawn.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's there. What stood out to me is the ability that Han 2 blue deck has to grind out those longer games against control decks. For something that's not really a control deck, it still can grind them out. And like James won both of them. I can't remember if it was the first or the second game. It was one of the games. Scott just did not have the draws. Got nothing that he needed.
It's like a skill issue.
Yeah, it was definitely a skill issue. Then they played some where Scott went over to Yoda Red, which he's been playing a fair bit, and he won both of those against Han 2 Blue.
Okay.
And I think that's just a matter of the Yoda flip is so much more impactful than the Han flip.
Oh.
And the Thrawn flip, but like even the Han 2 flip, like
I mean, Han 2's flip is pointless.
It's next to nothing. Cool, you can play units as many times as you want for cheap as long as you've got the cards in hand and the resources to pay for all of them. But he is still a fairly shit body. Like comes out of 5, so that's cool. But
it's a bit more than that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It allows you to pay to do his effect twice. Like sometimes I do it when he's on leader side, and I flip it on unit, and I can do it again, so I can play 2 units for cheap on the same turn.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it on his. There's no limit on his flip side at all. You can do it twice on his flip side.
Tempo a little bit, but apart from that,
It's whereas like Yoda's ability and Yoda's flip ability, I think, is more impactful game wise than Han 2's.
Such a good flip.
It's wild,
and it's so hard to stop. Right? So hard to stop.
And he's a body 4/9.
Unless you have
the only way Han 2's most of the time getting rid of those is force throwing himself with a crate dragon. And that late using a crate dragon to do that, like it is like it's, I don't know, it doesn't feel good. Like, you know, we were debating this in the chat today where Scott was like, it's one resource and one card to get rid of a big body. At the same time, we're sort of saying Yoda's ability when he's as a leader, not as a unit, is still better anyway.
Yeah.
So if you get rid of the Yoda, you're just giving him that free draw. And like Scott was chaining, comboing that new Rey unit a bunch of times, doing 2 damage to base and 2 to a unit, and just clearing shit off, preventing the Force constantly.
Yeah.
Like it was really like intense to see how well James went into the blue, green, black to then facing not a mirror, but kind of a mirror in those aspects with just a better leader.
It really isn't a mirror though, because Yoda
No,
Yours deck
no,
is
it's
so different. Yeah.
no, it is, but it's like
Same
it's
aspects.
you know
I get
blue
you.
green heroic, but like
Yeah.
just better in kind of
Blue, red,
almost every way.
It's interesting. So we're touching up on
Yeah.
Scott here, who's the other team member who's flying across, and I know he's been toying with a lot of stuff as well. So he plays a very different style. He's a lot more control-y, likes to play slow, like to torture you for a while before he ends the game.
He plays with his food.
Yeah, he will deck you out if he can. That's how he gets his joy out of the game.
I think he likes to play things that people aren't playing.
Oh, for sure.
'Cause he probably does like playing Han 2 Blue, but he doesn't want to go over there
Yeah.
because everyone's playing it. He doesn't play mirrors all day, so he'll play something that's completely off the meta.
But even in his style, he plays
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah.
very long, very grindy.
Yeah.
So I know we had discussions of Iden, Thrawn, now Yoda, obviously. So they're probably his three main. I haven't heard him talk about Rey in a while, but I know he played a lot of Rey last set. And going back to James, I saw him last Wednesday. He was high on Cad, right? He was high on Cad until him and I played a game. I played with my Han 2 Blue and I beat him, and then it made him re-question whether Cad was it. I personally think he should go, and I think it's silly. It's just one game, but I saw it in his face. He was just like, maybe Cad's not it.
But this is experience, though. Like, how many games has he got under his belt?
Exactly. Exactly. Versus how many games I have with Han 2. Like, I've been playing it since last set. Like, I have a lot of reps. I think he should take Sabine or Cad, like something that feels good, something that's a bit more aggressive. Because, like you said, there are so many guys that have more reps with Han 2 Blue that when he's going to mirror them, they're going to be better. And everybody else has played against a Han 2 Blue so much on Carabas or stuff like that, so that if he takes it, if he's not on his A game, they're gonna chew him up. That's how.
And I still think you can get free wins with Sabine.
Absolutely.
Like if you can just go into space where they can't interact with you, and you just curve into Rebel Assault, you dodge their chariots and all that sort of bullshit, you can still ass blast them and get them to 28 very quickly.
Amen.
You can. I think on the James topic, I agree. I think you should take Sabine. I think it's the indecisiveness. A week ago, I was telling him he should take Cad, because I think Cad's really strong into all these unit-based decks.
Yep.
You got a unit-based decks, Cad's gonna feast. I think into that meta, if you got a good Cad player playing into it, I think it'll do reasonably well.
Are you saying day 2 for Mitch?
I don't think
he's not playing the main event. He's doing side
event.
events all day.
Oh,
He's as bad as me. If I was going, that's all I'd be doing as well. Like Cad, Tibo, we've played a couple of games, and Cad feels quite strong into Han 2 Blue.
You make some really good plays sometimes.
Do I?
You know what I'm talking about.
You made some good plays. You made a play. But no, I think the issue, and this is what I think I said this to James either today or the other day, it's the indecisiveness at the start of this set that I think has made it a little bit. Cad is probably not the right choice for him. If when Legends of the Force dropped, 3 weeks ago, went, all right, I'm all in on Cad, and that's all he did, and he just repped and repped and repped it, I think Cad might be an okay choice for him to take, but I think he's bounced between quite a few decks that I don't think he's got the reps and the confidence and the experience. Like, there was a couple of games, and especially the Cad Mirror, where I was helping him against Mitch on Discord, and he just ruined the sequencing, and Cad is so much about sequencing. If you don't know it right, you'll fuck it up.
Yeah. And
so you've really got to just go fucking balls deep on it and just focus on it. And if you're not, then I don't know that it's really worth taking, because it's not a free win deck.
No.
Like, you have to do it properly. It's not really a pick up and play kind of deck. I think it'll do well. I'll be really shocked if a good Cad player doesn't do well at Worlds. But
top 16,
he's got the
maybe?
Experience in Sabine. Yeah, maybe. Make it to day 3.
I think that's a good segue to. Sorry, Clint Scott, go ahead.
I was going to say that because James has to play in day 1, I think Sabine is a good deck just to blitz his way through day 1 as well.
Yeah. Day 1 is going to be a mess. You're gonna
It
see
is going to be a
everything
sea
from
of jizz.
Kanan,
Sea of Jizz,
Ahsoka, Vaders, all the Vaders.
There is going to be a Wat Tambor in
Luke's,
day
there is
one.
gonna
You
be
fucking
there's
know
everything.
there will.
Some guy's gonna take Finn day one. Like it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good segue to our meta predictions. I think we spoke about the meta a little bit throughout this World Prep discussion. What we think the best decks are and what we think we're going to see a lot of. Obviously, you heard us talk about Hantu Blue for a little bit. That's what I'll be playing this set out of the PQs, just because that's my style. Blue, red hero, blue green hero is my style of stuff. So I'll be playing that, and it is really well positioned at the moment. Whether there's going to be bans or not, we will see. I don't think it'll change what I play, but that's going to be one of the top decks. There are a lot of talks about Kira being very prominent as a deck. I think the new Vader unit. I can see you grimacing, Clint. I'm not saying it's the best deck. There's gonna be a lot of them. It was really good last set. I don't see.
It will be a lot of them.
There's gonna be a lot of that new Vader unit really reinforced that, right? That 5/6 ambush, which give a shield to a well, it doesn't have ambush, but you can give it ambush through timely intervention or ECL. You can give a shield token to a friendly unit and kill an enemy unit with a shield token, which
Vader is very good.
You give the enemy a shield token. You can wipe boards with that unit, and you still have that 5/6 on board.
Vader is very, very good.
It's extremely
And you can interact with space. You can defeat space units. Like it's super versatile.
It added something to BBC that I don't think they needed, but it's really good. So that's gonna be there. I think we're talking about Kylo. I think Kylo's gonna be it's going to be well represented. I think just similar to Kira, plays differently, but I think the new Kylo leader is really good. Does a lot of things well. Can be hard to stop.
I do have to eat my words about Kylo,
and we love it.
I will publicly admit that I was wrong.
It's good.
I can feel the desk. I can feel my desk moving right now. The erection is going to just pop through. Oh my days, Clint. That's what I wanted. That's all I wanted.
Is this your mic?
It is.
Thing, or?
Hey, no. You know me. I'm more than willing to admit whenever I'm wrong, and I may have been wrong about Kylo.
Yeah, Kylo feels good. Every time I play against it, you got to go fast. You can't let it dawdle for too long, and I got to keep a rivals full. That's all I can do. So that's going to be good. Sabine, I think, is still going to be present.
Sorry, just to interrupt you there, Tebow. But just talking about Kira and the blue-green villain shell, I think you'll probably find that a lot of Kira players will shift over to Vader.
Vader?
To Kylo
ECL.
Kylo ECL.
Yeah, maybe.
I think even though it's a control deck still, it's still a fairly aggressive control deck once you hit that sort of late game.
I think with Kylo, the benefit you get is you not only get that awesome new Vader unit, you have a good use of the new Anakin unit, which I've seen a couple of Han 2 blue decks run that Anakin, and it's still a great unit. It's 5/7, but you are not getting the -6. You're only getting 1 -3. You're not getting 2.
I don't see why you would run that over Mace, in my opinion.
Well, a couple of them I've seen online. They run both.
No,
but I just don't see the point for Anakin in some of those other decks. If you can't get the heroic and the villainy in, like it's a great body. Don't get me wrong, and the -3 can remove units.
I think it's still relevant. The -3,
but like it's just not as good. Like when I see what Kylo, when I know some of the things that I've done with Kylo, just knowing you're getting that heroic. Either I'm discarding an upgrade. Yeah. The heirloom lightsaber is my go-to, or the Rey unit's going to be in there because the Rey unit as a 5/7 is a menace that most people will try and get rid of. And then I'm just bringing in Anakin on 6th turn, doing the -3 twice, and then next turn, most of the time I'm timelying in Vader, and I'm not bringing Kylo out till 8.
Yeah, go watch TV's video on Kylo if you want more details.
It's wild. It's a good time.
So yeah, those 2 decks are going to be pretty prominent in terms of blue-black villainy. I don't think there's room for another leader. I don't think we'll see any Palpatines, anything like that. We'll see a couple, obviously.
I actually think you might be surprised. I think Palp might be the sneaky one that comes through.
I think it depends what we talk about when I see we're not going to see X, right? we're talking day 3 maybe. There might be, obviously there'll be a couple. There'll be a lot of players.
I think the better way to look at it is what sort of meta share are these decks going to have as well.
Yeah, not a lot.
Cad's going to take a fair bit.
So if we were to start at Han, like what percentage of the meta share is Han going to have? Let's just say
15%.
Day 2.
That's tough.
Oh, day 2?
Because ignore day 1. Day 1.
But day 2's tough as well because there's a lot of people with the buy that don't have to represent well in that deck. So I think like really
day 1 doesn't matter.
Day 1 doesn't
maybe?
matter. Making it to day 2 doesn't really show how well a deck did, because if you get a bunch of people who got their buy and they just bring some fucking jank shit, like that doesn't necessarily show that deck did particularly well. I think like really day 3 is going to be what percentage of day 3 does that meta hold, and I think it's probably going to come down to not a handful but a big handful of just like individual leaders. Like Han 2 is obviously going to be there. Sabine, I'm sure, will make a show.
I think there'll be some Obi in day 3, to be honest.
Obi?
I think so.
I think Cad. I think Quinlan.
Ooh,
I think Quinlan will
Quinlan lately, but yes,
I think they'll be
still good.
Yeah, I think there'll be something there. Personally,
and some Vader 4s.
Some Vader 4s probably.
When he gets into gear, it's too hard to stop.
Yeah.
So that's probably what we're going to be looking at, right? Han 2. I don't think we're going to get into percentages. I think that's too tricky and too abstract. But yeah, it's going to be Han 2. It's going to be Kira. It's going to be Kylo. Vader 4, Sabine. Maybe a bit of Obi.
Maybe Towson.
Maybe Towson. Towson is kind of a sleeper.
Towson did well in that 1K that came up.
That's going to be a really good deck. So, yeah, a bit of those. So, Galactic Championship coming up. Clint, James, and Scott will be going. We will be watching from here. We won't be running the Galactic Championship, but we're going to be running some other events this set. In case you haven't seen, the Planetary Qualifiers have officially been announced in terms of dates and location all over the world, TV. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
So there's a few in Australia, as always, and 2 in Sydney, with one of which we'll be helping to organize alongside HR Game. This will be on the 16th of August. Am I correct? Yes. There's a lot of dates because we're looking at all the PQs that we're organizing and streaming and things like that. But 16th of August will be the PQ that we're helping organize with HR Game. Obviously, we'll be streaming that. And on the next day, the 17th, will be the Baddest Batch event. It's becoming a bit of a tradition now that we're doing a double header. This will be a set 5 leader only event. So your deck can be composed of any card from any set, as long as they're legal in Premier format. But you will have to be playing a set 5 leader. There might be a slight tweak that we add, but that's kind of what we're looking at the moment. People were really happy with that format when we did it for the last set, for set 4. So we're looking at doing that again. Again, this will be after Worlds, so people might be a little bit more relaxed in terms of meta. So that'll give a good opportunity for people to see something a bit more fresh and not play against the same deck.
It'll also be after the PQ, whereas last time around our event was the day before. We kind of wanted everyone to have a bit of
sweaty.
It was a bit more sweatier. This one is supposed to lean a bit more into the casual side, which our other set 4 leader only event kind of did, although that got sweaty with the Boba 4 and Triple Dark Raid nonsense. Whereas this time,
by that stage we'll have some bans, so
I imagine we probably will see something
possible.
But yeah, this one's just meant to be a bit more casual. It's kind of at the start of the PQ season. I think there's
second,
one
right?
more.
I think there's New Zealand first, and then it was.
I think there's one more, or is it Melbourne one? I don't know. There's one more.
First.
Maybe it's Brisbane. There's one more. It's the weekend before ours.
With a second.
I know that much.
So that'll be fun. As always, there'll be a lot of great prizes. We'll have a lot of fun. We have Palms of Gaming helping us out a little bit more this time around. We've been speaking to them, and they've been really good about helping us out for this event. I don't have the exact detail of everything yet. We're in talks with them to figure all that out and make it all smooth before we present it to you guys. But in terms of what we know in terms of pricing, there's a lightsaber. Am I correct? There is a lightsaber.
Yep.
Balin?
There will be Balin Skull's.
Balin Skull's lightsaber. Lucky Door?
Black Series lightsaber. Lucky Door prize.
Door prize. Man, what did we have? We had a Vader helmet?
With the Vader helmet.
The Vader helmet. Oh, that's one.
I've got one behind me.
Copy of it,
yeah.
So Balin Skull.
Did Ash from WA get that?
No, it was Matt.
Was it
Matty.
Matt?
Matty.
Yeah.
Matt
Okay,
Walker.
Matt. Yeah. Cool.
There'll be some showcases most likely if we can find some between now and then. If you have some cheap showcases that you're looking to move, let us know. We'll give you cash and we'll take your showcases as long as it's a good price. It's for the community. Come on. Otherwise, we might have to dig into our own stock. I have a Ray, which is a probability right now. She might end up on the Lucky Door shelf at our event. So yeah, that's also we're excited to work with HR Game because it's a store that we've been going to play locally for quite some time now. So it's good that we get to do something with them and they get their own events. So it's gonna be really
Set
exciting.
2, I think now.
Since set 2,
Set
yeah, absolutely. Maybe set 1, like late set 1, we've been drafting. Maybe not.
Maybe late set 1.
Maybe
I'm
late set
pretty
1.
sure it was set 2.
Potentially.
That too is when I started going there.
Yeah. So it's been more than a year we've been going to HR. And they've been really good in terms of collaboration with the event. It's been super smooth so far. So that's going to be exciting. I will put the link to the tickets in the description. So if you live anywhere in Australia, go check it out. We're counting on you, I will say New South Wales locals to attend either of these events. We know there's commitments on either days. Sometimes it's Saturday because you have the kids. Sometimes it's Sunday because you're doing something else. We get it. If you can try to attend one of the events, again, just a reminder, we don't really make money off any of these events. We do our best to not lose any, but they're just good for the community. The more people come to these events, the more we can show that to our sponsors, the more they reward us with more prizes for the next event. And the more it's a bit...
I think it's also about the health of the game, like especially for FFG and VR. Like they've said it in official FFG streams that we've talked to them before, where if attendance is up in Australia, then FFG will shine more of a light on us getting events. It's things like sectors, and we want to see a sectors in Australia in the future. I don't think we should ever assume that it's a foregone conclusion that we'll eventually get one. The game needs to grow. The game grows not just by people buying products, but by attending events. And these are the way to do it. And especially community ones like ours. You're right. We don't do it to make money. Everything we get from ticket sales pretty much goes into pricing or paying for the venue, and that's it.
If we did that to make money,
running expenses.
If we did that to make money, we'd be really bad at it.
We'd be so bad at it.
But yeah, and like I was gonna say, it's a bit compounding, right? If people see that an event does well in terms of numbers, they're more likely to go to the next one. Like, I'm gonna take two polar opposites, but if the community sees, there was 15 people at that event, they might not go to the next one. If they see, there was 65 people to that event, they're like, I must have missed out. That must have been good because there's a lot of people that went, so I'm gonna go. So it's good for the health of the game. So that's for what we're organizing. We're also going to be involved in a lot of events that we're not going to be organizing, but we'll be streaming. So obviously we'll be streaming that event, the first Sydney PQ. We'll also be streaming the second Sydney PQ. Am I correct? Perth PQ. We're flying over. Yep. I have to get my tickets. We were on the same page regarding that, but I have to get my tickets. Perth, why are the flights so expensive? God damn it! I could fly to Thailand for less.
It's another fucking country at this point. It's ridiculous.
We should just go have the PQ in Bali.
We should. I need to check if I need a visa to go to Perth.
Next time, yeah, we do need to get our vaccinations up to date before we go to WA. That is for sure. We will also we've also got the Adelaide PQ, which we organised with them early in the set. That we will also be streaming that. So myself, Scott, and James will be going across. I think you two will be doing some virtual
remote commentating.
Yep.
So that's 4, and we're in talk for
We're in talks for one more. Hasn't been confirmed, but we will
We just
find out and let people know.
Just trying to iron out some details, but there's a chance we do one more.
But yeah, just bringing you everyone some quality SWU PQ entertainment as best as we can. We think that you guys like it. We just keep showing up to watching it, so we get
some really good numbers.
So we want to keep doing it. Yeah, we want to keep doing it. We love doing it. I mean, I personally love commentating. I think I've said to you guys, I will happily dip out playing a bunch of events if it means you get to commentate because I love it. It's good.
And man, as much as I want to play in all our events, I have such a good time every time I commentate. Like I'm keen for our first event. Just I don't know. I just like being behind the cam and interacting with the players and things like that. As long as they keep a clean board state.
Which they can do with our amazing LaserGaming tokens.
Yes. If you LaserGaming, which is one of our token partner, they released some new Force tokens which are phenomenal.
Do we have one?
I don't have my backpack on me, so I don't have them.
Let me see if I can find one.
But I can. You go on. Their link is in our description as always. If you live in Australia and you're looking for some of those, potentially contact us prior to ordering because we can. We tend to do bulk orders, so these are acrylic tokens. They're really really good. So yeah, we received them this week actually.
Don't have the Force.
And you still
lost the Force,
and now the Force is with me.
So they're really cool.
These are fantastic.
They're great.
Oh, I love them.
Speaking of partnership, one of the last things we'll talk about today is our new partnership with Pounds of Gaming. Obviously, it is officially announcing that we'll be. We'll just be affiliates with them and working together moving forward. There you go. Look at that.
There he goes. Look at that.
They're our t-shirt sponsor for Worlds, so we'll be showing off Pounds of Gaming at Vegas in all the best casinos of the city and some other facilities. They've just helped us out for World a little bit.
They have decked out the Worlds, guys. So I have this as a care package for Scott to take to him.
Does Scott know?
He does. I sent him a photo. So it's one of their binders. Oh my god, bloody blur. Here we go. As well as some of their hard to get because everyone loves them blackout sleeves.
Yeah. Remind me, I have to bring you some maglocks as well. I have a maglock for Scott that they sent us.
Ah, cool. But yeah, they've decked the boys out. Like we love a good binder, and these binders are good.
You'll be able, by the time this video comes out, hopefully our affiliate link will be in the description, so you can go check out their products through that. It helps us out. It helps them out. It helps you out because their products are of really good quality. Full transparency. We 2 weeks ago went to their perfect fit sleeves. Especially TV and I use a lot of them, and I must admit they are very good. And again, I'm not paid to say that. It doesn't matter. They're excellent inner sleeves, but they're hard to find in terms of stock. They're difficult to find, but they're really good sleeves. Their Maglock 35-point cases is what everybody in Australia, most people in Australia, use for their showcases because they store your showcase relatively well and they're good for transport. They're not too bulky, they're good for transport. But again, they're hard to find. Like I know at our local at HR Game, they're super difficult to find. They don't have a lot of stock.
We don't help it when we walk in and buy all of them.
As soon as they're stock, how many of those you got? I'll take all 10.
I think there was like 4 of the tight fit sleeves and I gave you 1 and I bought the other 3.
I would say this is not only a stock problem, it's also a us problem. We have a showcase problem. It's not healthy. Do we know about it? Yes, go ahead, Clint. Yeah.
You two have a showcase
No.
I only have a fraction of the showcases that you do own.
I will admit that in terms of quantity, you do not share our problem. But in terms of needing to have it as soon as fucking possible, you are way worse than us.
No, he's on par.
Whoa.
No. I told you, I had 3 carbonite boxes ready to be opened. I said, wait until you purchase.
How many OBs did you pull?
It doesn't matter. I just said wait until I open them before you
And
go
then
and
I
buy
would have
an
been,
Obi
then I would have
showcase.
been someone with 2 Obi showcases, and I would have been okay with that.
It doesn't. You could have just waited. I've waited weeks to get a Kylo.
You're not much. You're a little bit better than us. I will grant you that, but not by that far. Because this Ahsoka and this Rex showcase that you just got, they're binder feeders, but they're great. I will admit they're fantastic.
The Rex showcase is very nice, and I got it for a good price.
You did.
I don't even know where it is.
Speaking of, my Kylo 2 showcase is on the way.
Ooh, nice. Yes, so TV's, if you have some Imperials or First Orders, TV is trying to, that's TV's avenue of collection. He's going all the Imperials and the First Orders and some bibs and bobs there and there, depending on what's pulled. He's currently missing, what are you missing? Missing Gar, which he'll get a Gar because Clint and I both have a Gar, and I'll happily trade in my Gar potentially just for something that I want.
So I need a Gar and a third sister, and that is the Imperial collection done.
But now you're doing the First Order, so you need a Phasma.
Now I'm doing the First Order, so I have to get a Phasma and a Snoke.
Yep.
I also, I fixed out the Spectres that I wasn't ever intending to collect, and that's thanks to Tebow.
Yep.
Because I got Sabine. I had Sabine, and then I cracked a Kanan, which would have gone to Tebow, but Tebow bought a Kanan.
I bought one from again, good price.
Great price.
I got it from Blake. It's because I got his Han as well. I had been looking for a Han for a while.
A very long time. And then you got a good price on another Hera.
Yes.
But you already had one, so I bought that one as well. And then I've got a Poe and now a Rey. So part of me's like, do I get a Finn just to get the triumvirate?
But you know what?
Then
I'd
also need a Rose.
No, because
I've got a Rose for you.
You actually,
okay, good.
You actually can't do that because I was looking at it and then I realized Holdo is the resistance. So like, what do? You just get the resistance people? Then that's just madness.
Nah. Because I don't think Rey has resistance. I'm just thinking like in terms of the films, it's the three of them.
You don't need Rose though,
right? No, I don't need Rose. I'm just being facetious about Rose. But like Rey, Finn, and Poe, they're like the three.
But which Rey do you get? Because there's 2 Reys.
We talked about this and we weren't going to talk about it. Don't pull at that thread. We don't need. I don't need that.
While we're on the pick of showcases, which one is your next want? I'm not going to say need. Which one is your next want?
Me?
Either of you. I'm interested.
I think we actually share the same want.
I'm gonna be hit hunting a Qui-Gon over at Worlds.
I want a Qui-Gon as well.
But I also want a Qui-Gon.
I actually hit up a guy about a Qui-Gon today.
I only want one because he's super iconic and he's in my opinion the best character in that first film. Mm-hmm. Plus, Liam Neeson. But I think his ability is very interesting.
I think he's playable.
Not tied to the Force, which I think is why how we were talking like I was kind of like
the Force to do his ability.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's fine. It's super triggerable.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are. You're allowed to be.
You're allowed to be wrong.
Clint?
See, that's funny because
you said Qui-Gon, right? Oh yeah. TV says that to us.
We all said Qui-Gon.
You said Qui-Gon. I think Qui-Gon is actually my next hunt. I think he's going to be easy to get, so at a decent price as well. So I think I'm looking forward to one. Well, I'm getting Kid Fisto next week.
I think I'll be able to pick one up.
Oh, you know what, you guys? I love when I'm not wrong. Qui-Gon is not linked to the Force.
What? He doesn't need to use the Force to do.
On his leader. On his leader, it is. On his leader unit, it's not.
I love when you're wrong.
None of the leader units need the Force,
don't they? Oh, that's good for them.
But I wouldn't mind a Quinlan. Prices are going down. It's a showcase that I really like. I wouldn't mind a Quinlan, to be honest, but we'll see. But enough.
What else? We've all said Qui-Gon. Is there another one that's not Qui-Gon? There won't be for Clint because Clint does want Qui-Gon. Because you want Obi and Qui-Gon. They're one of your. They've always been your two.
Qui-Gon showcase is
there is
$98 US. So if I can get one $80 US while I'm at Worlds, that will be coming home with me.
If you're listening to this and you're going to Worlds and you have a Qui-Gon showcase that you want to move, he's your man. And that's the case for all of you guys going to Worlds. If you have things you want to move, I'm looking for some Jedis at the moment, and you want to use Clint as our intermediary, go do that. I'll give him some money. He will give it to you. Everybody's happy. But speaking of showcase degeneracy, before we close out this episode, James is the new head of the degenerates of the Baddest Batch. He has more showcases than anybody else in this team, and we have a few. So I don't know if I can say how many he's got. Surely he won't be mad.
Look, I felt sick when I counted how many I had.
And you're at 27?
I'm at 27, not counting the Kylo 2 that I'm going to get.
You can count it because you're giving me kits.
So 20.
So you stay at 27.
20.
You don't need Kit Fisto, realistically.
I don't. No, that's true.
What do you want? You want a hug? A hug and a protein bar?
I want a gar with the difference paid back to you.
That's fine. That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal.
So then I'm still at 28 is the problem.
Yes. I think I'll be at 24, 25, and he has not quite both of you and I combined, but probably you or me combined with Clint. It'll be about there.
Yeah, I think so. How many do you have, Clint? You sell more of yours.
I sell. I've maybe got like 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something about there, yeah. He's reasonable.
Yeah.
That is reasonable.
8 to 10.
Well, it's tough to have money for showcases when you buy Sabine's masterpiece. Like, you can't do it all.
I just want to.
You know what?
I didn't fucking bring it up.
That says more about the shop that I brought them from than me.
That's interesting as well. That's a very good point, and that's maybe something for a future episode.
Not gonna say the shop that I brought them from, but if you're watching,
fuck.
But we'll see them very soon, so we can have a conversation with them.
I made a mental point to not bring up Clint purchasing Sabine's masterpiece, and you did it
again. The only thing we don't shame is king shame. All the rest we can shame.
Everything else, yeah, yep.
That's I think that's good for today, gentlemen. We talked a lot of shit as usual. It's getting late here. My wife is waiting for me to go to sleep. We'll probably call it here. We will see each other tomorrow. At HR, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
And you and I might see each other on Tuesday. If I decide to.
You would not
to
see me
down.
on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's fine. If I drop down.
Yes.
I'd like to. If we do American barbecue maybe beforehand.
Yeah.
Potentially. Anything else you want to add, gentlemen? No.
No.
That's it.
See everyone at Worlds.
Yeah, you might see us beforehand. Not sure if we'll upload before Worlds. Maybe nothing. Not sure we'll have time. So
I
yeah,
am looking forward to meeting all these people that I talk to almost every day on Discord.
Yeah, Discord fanatic.
In person, so that will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna make heaps of content for us over there, huh?
Tell you what, just as a side point, I was considering going to see the Backstreet Boys in the Sphere because they're playing in Las Vegas.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I watched a YouTube clip of the Sphere.
Fire.
Go have a look at it.
It looks sick.
The Sphere is pretty sick. Like
sick.
the whole audio visual stuff they can do.
Yeah.
It is sick. So I think the tickets are like $200 though. So I might go. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to. Yeah.
Ouch.
It's pretty exy.
We'll go next year when we all go.
Yeah. But I don't know if I have time to anyway. So we've already got plans for the Wednesday night. Thursday night will be. I don't know what we'll be doing the Thursday night. Are you laughing because you know what we're doing
because I know what you're doing the Wednesday night.
Yeah. I know too.
I know.
As if you wouldn't though.
No, of course not.
Why not?
It's no big secret. There's a bit of stripping back the Empire happening on Wednesday night.
Star Wars burlesque, mate. All in.
All right, gentlemen. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and remember, as always, good soldiers follow orders. Bye, guys.
This is